Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Victoria Lane. U.S. President Donald Trump has claimed that American forces have destroyed several high-value targets across Iran, describing it as a big day for U.S. military operations. In a post on Truth Social, the president praised U.S. forces as the most powerful and lethal in the world. Speaking aboard Air Force One, he warned Iranian leadership to abandon their nuclear ambitions, saying Tehran must give up its nuclear program or risk losing its future as a country. Trump added that while he hopes Iran can recover and become a strong nation again, failure to comply could bring severe consequences, further intensifying already heightened tensions in the region. Amid these developments, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has signaled that Islamabad may soon host direct peace talks between the United States and Iran to help end the ongoing Gulf conflict. Speaking at a quadrilateral meeting with foreign ministers from Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Egypt, Dar emphasized that dialogue and diplomacy remain the only viable path to peace. The ministers discussed de-escalation measures and maritime security in the Strait of Hormuz, agreeing to continue close coordination. Dar is also set to travel to Beijing for further consultations on facilitating potential negotiations. For more on this, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Victoria. Officials here say Pakistan is positioning itself as a neutral diplomatic bridge amid rising regional tensions. The proposed talks are being viewed as a significant opportunity to reduce hostilities between Washington and Tehran. Sources indicate that preliminary back-channel contacts have already taken place, with strong support from regional partners. The focus remains on securing maritime routes and preventing further escalation that could destabilize global energy markets. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has assured that Pakistan has adequate fuel reserves to meet national demand, despite global supply disruptions caused by the Middle East conflict. He urged citizens to avoid unnecessary travel and adopt teleconferencing where possible to conserve fuel. The Prime Minister also directed provincial authorities to digitize vehicle records, while confirming that the government is closely monitoring supply chains. Austerity measures, including cuts in development spending, have been introduced to stabilize the energy situation and prevent shortages. Meanwhile, Pakistan is witnessing a steady fuel supply as oil tankers continue arriving in Karachi after Iran allowed Pakistani vessels safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. The PNSC's MT Shalimar has already offloaded crude oil at Karachi port, while the vessel Vienna Wood, carrying 57,000 tons of diesel, awaits berthing at Port Qasim. Another tanker, Khairpur, has delivered 55,000 tons of petrol, and a Panama-flagged ship is transporting ethylene, a key petrochemical. Officials say a total of 13 cargo ships are currently handling fuel and goods at Karachi ports, easing concerns over potential shortages. However, authorities have announced a hybrid strategy to manage the summer power crisis as fuel supplies tighten. Officials warn that imported LNG and coal will likely be in short supply from April, forcing greater reliance on more expensive furnace oil and electricity conservation measures. As a result, 2 to 3 hours of daily load shedding are expected on average, along with possible tariff increases to offset rising generation costs. Transportation disruptions affecting coal deliveries could further worsen the situation. In international developments, Australia has moved to ease the burden of rising petrol prices, worsened by the Middle East conflict. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced a 3-month reduction in fuel tax, cutting the 52-cent per litre levy in half. The move is expected to cost around 2.55 billion Australian dollars and aims to keep fuel affordable for motorists. While shipments continue, panic buying and distribution bottlenecks have led to shortages in rural areas, prompting temporary free public transport in some regions. The government is also preparing legislation to support fuel imports if required. Finally, Pakistan's Gwadar port has marked a significant milestone as a specialized international vessel successfully berthed, underscoring its growing importance as a strategic trade hub. Maritime Affairs Minister Junaid Anwar Chaudhry said the development reflects rising global interest in Pakistan's southwestern coastline as a secure alternative shipping corridor. Authorities have introduced tariff incentives, including discounted fees at Port Qasim, to boost competitiveness. Officials say shifting global shipping patterns amid regional tensions are creating new opportunities for Qatar to expand its role in regional trade and the blue economy. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.